and good evening. I'm Katie McManus, business strategist and money mindset coach. I'm going live to Instagram on my phone over here. I have the Facebooks, I have LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm so excited, everyone. So my birthday is coming up on Monday. Dun, dun, dun. No, I don't know why I said that. I'm turning 35, which places me firmly on the latter half of my 30s. And I don't know why this feels like a big marker for me. Looking back at my life, sounds so dramatic. The things that I'm most proud of are the things that I've had most impact in. Impact that I have with my clients, impact that I've had with some personal ventures that I shared about on LinkedIn this morning. Now, I have a really big goal. And for my birthday, I want to do something that'll A, help my community, B, kickstart everything. Will just help me get to this goal. So let me tell you, the goal is to get a bunch of brand new business owners, like brand new, like have an idea, but haven't worked anything out yet, and help them get to a collective $1 million by the end of the year. All right. This is possible. This is 100% possible. So say I get 25 people. Okay. That means $40,000 per person. That is possible, people. Okay. If they show up and do the work. All right. So my birthday surprise is that I am rolling out a much more affordable version of my BYOB Build Your Own Business group program, which is a hybrid group coaching and digital training program. I'm basically slashing the price in half. And making it a lot more accessible to the beginner. Now, that doesn't mean that everything that I've been doing for my other BYOB clients is diminished. I'm actually launching that group into a more advanced stage. They're going to be getting a lot more content. And the purpose is going to be, for those who are just starting out, who can't afford that year-long incubator. This is going to be a great place for them to start, where they can get their feet wet, do all the foundational stuff that's going to be so impactful to them starting their business, and have a place to go once they get to a certain point in their beginner business and enter that year-long incubator, feeling fully confident that they know exactly what they are doing, that they will have a return on investment, that they know how to get clients, that they are really focused on growing their business at that point. Okay. This is my goal. Now, to kick all this off, the thing that I'm doing for my birthday is I'm actually giving away free sessions, massive free sessions. So I'm giving away 5 2-hour deep dives. Now, I currently charge about $2,300 for these. And I'm giving them away to the first 5 people who sign up for BYOB Beginner, who pay in full. I am also giving away 20 1-hour deep dive sessions to the next 20 people who sign up, whether it's payment plan or paid in full. Now, one of the reasons why I developed this program is because when I first started my business, the thing that almost made me quit was the loneliness of it. I lived in San Francisco, so I had roommates and my apartment was tiny. And so I rented this tiny little office in San Francisco, just a couple of blocks from my house. Like, I found it through luck. It was incredible. It was a steal. And so I set up this office and I would go there and I would just sit there and I would just stew in all these ideas. And I'd spin my wheels and I'd go through all these online courses and never accomplish anything through them. And I would look out and all of my neighbors who also were running their own businesses, they were all being productive and seeing clients and all this stuff. And here I was just sitting there making up busy work. I was very lonely. I'm an extrovert and it felt super isolating to try to do this on my own. B, I was so overwhelmed. I didn't even know where to start. Right. And when you're overwhelmed like that, and you know that this is the thing that you want to do, and there's really nothing else that will make you happy, that you want to make a living from, that's a really scary place to be. And so I was overwhelmed, and I also was terrified that this wasn't going to work. Just like there was no guarantee. And of course, when you start a business, there's never a guarantee that it's going to work, right? The failure rate for businesses is really, really high. Um, but ultimately, it all boiled down to is it was I didn't know what I didn't know. Now, some of it I made up as I went along and I figured out the best way and I made it work for me. And other parts, like I went to other mentors and coaches and they helped me like put those pieces together. Um, all of this I've put together in this kick-ass program that's already helped a bunch of business owners get off the ground. So that I can help new business owners, absolute brand new spanking beginners, go from that idea stage and that like yearning to make this happen stage into actually doing it. Now, everything I teach in BYOB Beginner is exactly what I do with my one-on-one clients. This is what I train them on. And honestly, the reason why I separated this into a group is because I wanted it to be something that I could just point to, like, here's a set of video trainings, which are no fluff, by the way, not my jam. And just say, watch these and come to me with any questions. And we're going to go through all the nuanced stuff together in group. Because honestly, teaching this stuff over and over again, it gets boring. I'll just own it. And hopefully for those of you who are doing a coaching business, who are doing something that's like consultative or training, you're going to run into the same problem. You're going to hit a point in your business where you've done the same thing with the same kind of client over and over and over and over again. And you get tired of it and you want to hand that off to like some kind of digital platform to do that lifting for you so you can move on to more exciting things, right? It is an incredible feeling when you actually get to do that. And this is one of the reasons I'm so excited for this program is because it's going to start you on your way there. Okay. It's going to help you find those first few high paying clients that you're ultimately going to be bored of working with on that beginner level because you're going to be climbing the ranks. Right. And you're going to want to like start digital products or group programs and all this stuff. Not to say that I don't love this program. I love this. I really wanted there to be a place where I could point people to go for sales training and to get the basics on empathetic marketing. And that way, when they come to me with how do I make this mine? How do I make this custom to my business, to my work style, to my personality? That's where we get to do the creative work. That's what I have fun with. So this program is all about helping you get out of overwhelm, helping you have community. And community is so important. I'm going to be talking about that a little bit more in a second. And really finding your way. Because there's no right or wrong way to build a business. There's the right way for you to build a business. Flat out. That's it. There's the right way for you to build a business. And it's going to be massively different from other people. Okay. This is one of the beautiful things about this program, how I have structured it is you get the basic business like principles, like the learning. And then in the group setting, you get that custom strategy from me, just like I give to my one-on-one clients. And I make sure. So if like say Tim has one question about how he can do, a LinkedIn post about hosting a webinar, I'm going to turn also to Kathy and to Annie and say, this is how you two are going to do this differently. Okay. How I'm telling him is not going to work for you for X, Y, and Z reasons because I know your business is. All right. That is so valuable. I wish I'd had a group that was like that, where the trainer, the coach was giving that kind of like custom feedback like that. But you know what? There wasn't. And so now I'm turning around and offering it to you guys. The other part of this, so I'm giving away these free sessions. These sessions are great for members to use either before we start the program to verify your idea. Because let me tell you, there's nothing more disheartening than working on a project, thinking you have a good idea, and then getting 3 months in and being like, oh no, like this niche sucks. No one's buying. Like I've done all my market research and it's just not going anywhere. So I'm going to be verifying those ideas and helping you really know when you've hit gold, or as much as we can decipher that together. Or really giving you that honest feedback, that direct, no BS feedback that, this doesn't seem to be a money maker. And here's how I would pivot it. Here's how I would use your specific skills, all your gifts. And I would pair it with the people you really want to help. And here's how I would structure it if I were you. And of course, I'm not dictatorial in this. I always offer, here's what I would do here. Here's where I see your strengths are. here's another option, here's a third option, and a fourth option, and you get to take that and make it your own, right? This is a co-created experience, right? Because I'm not the one running your business. I refuse to be the one running your business. I'm already busy running my own. I want all of my clients, every single person, from the people I work with one-on-one, who I talk to every single week and see them twice a year in person, to the people in this group program. I want them to know that they are designing a business that works for them, not for, some person on the interwebs whose program they bought, right? Which is, I think, the problem with a lot of online programs right now, is they're selling a one size fits all program, and there's no one size fits all, especially for business. It's like selling a one size fits all workout plan. All right. Like, I'm sorry, like, I have a different body than, say, a 6'3" man who played football in college, right? Like, we're going to do different things in the gym. It's the same for building your business. Now, the things that I cover in the program, just the nitty gritty, I'm going to have a little sip because I'm thirsty. In BYOB beginner. So build your own business, beginner program. We cover how to decide your niche and how to talk about it, right? Because one of the things new business owners struggle with is, how do I even describe what I do, right? It's that elevator pitch. How do you describe what you do in a way that people are like, oh my God, I'm your client, I need to sign up with you? Or, you know what? My friend Dave, my neighbor Dave, we were at a barbecue last weekend, and he was describing exactly what you're talking about. I need to introduce you to him, right? So how do you define that niche so that you get referrals so easily? Next, we're going to cover something that a lot of new business owners don't realize is something that they need. And when they don't have it, it massively gets in their way. We're going to be designing your compelling offer. All right. So the thing that you are going to go out there and sell, the service, the program, the package, whatever it is, we're going to be coming up with that, right? Because your clients, when they talk to you, if they sense any confusion on your end as to what you are signing them up for, if you're at all tentative about how you're going to take them on as a client, what they're signing up for, they're going to read that as, this person doesn't know what they're doing. Okay. We don't want that. We want you on a call with them, confidently naming, this is how clients work with me. All right. This is how often you talk to me. This is how long you work with me. These are all the extra things you got. And this is the investment. All right. You're going to know how to state all this with that confidence that they're going to be on the other end of the line. Like, well, this person clearly knows what they're doing. Clearly. Great. Okay, cool. So, the question then is, can I afford it? And am I going to be committed enough to work with this person? That's it. That is what you want. And that's one of the things I train on in this program. Now, we're also going to go over what I call empathetic marketing. All right. Because I hate the sleazy marketing tactics that, everyone, not everyone, but, like the Grant Cardones and the sales gurus and the ABC guys who are always like, always be closing. No. We don't do that here. You're never going to make any false claims. You're never going to promise anything that you can't deliver. You're going to be very honest in your marketing. You're going to go out there and you're just going to basically be like, I see you. I see you, and I understand what you're going through, and I get what you're afraid of. And I help people go from this point to this point. And if you want help, I'm here. It's a very honest, vulnerable, kind way to market. It names where they're struggling without making up problems that don't exist. All right. Like, let me just talk about, I was talking to a friend recently about ethical marketing, and there's the ethical marketers who like never talk about people's problems. And that's not ethical marketing. That is just being like overly weird about something that you're self-conscious about. An unethical marketer is someone who makes up a problem that people don't actually have. So like there's this company that's like come up with panty subscriptions, right? So like, but like, and that's fine. Like, if you want to have a subscription that people get new panties every 3 months, like sure, go for it. But they've made up all these like false claims and like fake science about like why women need to buy like all new panties every 3 months. And it's questionable. It's questionable. And it's not even questionable. It's unethical. It's a lie. They're falsifying so much information that's ridiculous, right? So when I say empathetic marketing, I mean you're going to relate to your client on a level that they can understand, but you're not going to be doing weirdo stuff like that. I swear to God. You're also going to learn holistic selling. My style of selling is very relationship based. It's also based completely in consent. And so when you learn how to holistically sell, you're basically getting on the phone with someone and having a real honest, like heart to heart conversation. And it feels pretty natural. And it's very simple to learn. It's very simple to start practicing from go. Once you learn it, like you have it. We're also going to be talking about all the nitty gritty, like behind the scenes, like how to set up your business, how to accept payments, how to do so, how to set up your payment system so that you look professional, right? Because I see so many new business owners out there collecting payments via Venmo or having people PayPal them, and like, I know they're doing business stuff, but it looks so much better when you do it my way. And when you do it like the proper business way. There's a bonus section on how to really start working on your money mindset. Because one of the scariest things about starting a business and going out there and asking for big money for the first time ever is you are convinced that you're going to puke. Like you think about asking like $5,000 for someone to sign up for your thing and you're like, oh, I'm going to vomit. I can't do that. My goal with all my clients is that there's no vomiting ever, unless like you have the stomach flu, in which case I can't control that. But I don't want you to vomit, especially not when you're talking to your ideal client and you're so excited to work with them. That's just messy. And yeah, you don't need that. Anyway, one of the best aspects of the program, and I'll be super honest about this, community. Like I said, building a business is lonely as fuck. Okay. I was super lonely when I first started. The only reason I made it, honestly, was because I forced a lot of my coaching friends to like do a group call with me every week. And I don't even know if it was useful to them, but like, I needed the community. I'm sure it was. I know it was useful to them, but it was just the thing that I needed to do. I needed that community. And then I ended up, joining some other groups, kind of like piecemealing what I needed from all of them. So here's what I've put together for the Build Your Own Business beginner community. So the community itself gets two 60-minute group coaching calls for BYOB members only per month. All right. Now these go fast. Each member has an opportunity to get in the hot seat. Like I said, any question one person has, if you're asking me a question about, how to post on LinkedIn to do one thing, and I know 3 other people in the group are also posting to LinkedIn, but they have different business models or they have different personality types, I'm going to be going over to them and being like, you too, you're going to do it differently. And you're going to do it in a completely other way here, right? Because you need something that's going to work for you specifically. All right. In addition to that, there's weekly accountability and support that you get along with all my other clients. Okay. This means that you get to rub elbows with clients who are a few years ahead of you. Right. So, this is super valuable because you're going to start hearing the questions they're asking. You're going to start seeing the problems they're bumping up against. Right. This is going to help you prepare, unlike anything else, for how you are going to roll out this business in a way that's scalable. All right. Because you can start a business, but you could start a business that doesn't have any capacity to scale. My goal for each and every one of my clients is to start a business that they can take either to, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever they want. Right. But that has to start from the very beginning. So there's weekly accountability. Basically, this looks like a Monday sprint call where we get organized, kind of like project management. And then I have Q&A. You also get every month a 3-hour co-working call with everyone. It's 3 hours because I have ADHD, and honestly, to do anything of any valuable or anything of any value, I need more than an hour to do stuff. Like if I'm going to do creative work or if I'm going to get through like a really arduous task. Okay. So it's 3 hours. It's on Fridays normally, but it will be floating. So, you'll hopefully be able to make at least one of them in your time there. And then of course, sales lab. So once a month I do a sales lab with all my clients. show up and ask any question that you have issues with in your sales call. If you're unsure how to do something, if there's an objection that you're getting a lot, all that stuff is welcome. By the way, I just want to throw out there, a lot of my clients are like terrified of selling. And they're also really self-conscious because they feel like selling should just be an innate skill that people are born with. And sure, I mean, there are some people who have the gift of gab. They can talk forever like, hello, I can do that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be good at selling. Some of the people who don't have that innate ability are actually the best sellers, right? Because even if you're a little awkward, if you're awkward, but you're confident in what you're talking about, and you know how to guide someone through a very simple conversation, that builds a lot of trust, right? And I want to tell you, even my clients who come from a sales background, selling cars, houses, luxury items, okay, they still have to be retrained on how to do sales for themselves. They still need that, okay? Because selling your own service is so massively different from selling anything else. All right. So just know that even the pros, when they start their own business, need to be retrained on this. Okay. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you that you don't know how to do this. It's fine. Okay. And it's so easy to get good at. All right. And then last but not least, I love bringing guest trainers from all aspects of growing a business, from mindset to legal to accounting to a lot of social media stuff. So throughout the 6 months, you'll get access to a lot of guest trainers. And in those sessions, you'll still be rubbing elbows with my other clients. Like I said, so the first 5 people, as part of my birthday gift to everyone, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is literally $36,000 worth of time and strategy that I'm giving away with this birthday thing. So I've never done this before. So the first 5 people who pay in full will get a 2-hour deep dive with me, no charge. No extra charge except for them signing up for this program that's going to help launch them into their business anyway. So you get 2 extra one-on-one hours with me. And you also get the recording for that. And then the next 20 people, or anyone who pays with the monthly payment plan, gets a 1-hour session with me. All right. We're just basically going in and it's, we're going to cover the same stuff. We're just going to have a whole lot more time if you pay in full. One of the things that I really wanted to prioritize with this program, because I see it a lot in businesses, and I do it also with some of my higher level programs, is like if someone pays in full, they get a discount for paying in full. And with this beginner program, I really didn't want to do that, right? Because when someone's just starting a business, I know funds are tight, right? No one starts a business because they don't need money, right? We start businesses because we need money. And so with this, like, I didn't want to penalize anyone for not having that upfront investment. And hi, the gazelle, welcome. So literally, like, pay in full or monthly, it all works out to the exact same amount of dollars. That's it. So if you have any questions, then you know where to find me. I will be releasing the link to check out more details and to sign up tomorrow. And I am so excited. If you know anyone who could benefit from this program, then please feel free to DM them with me, shoot my information over to them. I would love to give more information. Hello, hi. And for those of you who are starting a business or aren't even like at that level yet, you're just getting, your mind wrapped around this idea. I want you to know that, like, this journey, if you are ready for it, it's so magical. The thing that you need to do is you need to find the right guide for you, right? I might not be the right guide for everyone. I know I'm not the right guide for everyone. All right. There are some people that just, I'm not going to be the best person for. You need to start paying attention if you're, early stages, like not even at the point of just getting started. You need to start paying attention to, like, who do I vibe with? Who has trust with me? Who do I feel drawn to? And start following them. Okay. If it's me, wonderful. I'm so happy to have you in my world. And if it's not me, like, I fully support that. I want you to go and find the right people for you. All right. But if you are ready, if you're ready to start your business, if this is the time and there's no more fucking around, then this program starts in July. And there's no better way to start than to kick it off with a one-on-one deep dive with me for free as my birthday gift to you. Anyway, thank you so much for those of you who've joined. I know I was just kind of like giving you all the information, so I understand we didn't have a lot of back and forth in the comments. Any questions you have, you know where to find me. I will be posting about this. I will be emailing about this. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Okay, the last thing I want is someone reaches out to me later this month and is like, hey, I think I missed it, but I had a question. It wasn't on the website. Don't do that. Reach out to me. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you all so much for joining. And I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Thursday, everyone. Bye.